Oh, okay.
In the carriage. Oh my God, it was so much fun. Well, mostly, you know, yeah, up to the point where pretty much it's backed up.
Okay, remember, stay to the left of this glass that he broke. Right there. It's just right there. Just see where I went? Go there. Well, yeah.
Yeah, there's that glass.
Our cleanup crew hasn't come out and gotten it yet, so we're stuck with it.
That was really enjoyable. We had a really nice old brat love. And by the time we were done, it cost us $120 for hour and a half.
Holy shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Per person.
Yeah. 120 all the way around for the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, to us, it was worth it because I got to drive the carriage and we got to see the island, which we never saw because, you know, we were going to walk and we didn't realize, I never realized it was so big.
Oh, yeah.
And so it worked out great. We had a really nice horse named Ned. And he would trot when I asked him and stop when I asked him, and really good boy. It was cool because I never drove a carriage or anything like that before, so it was just awesome. I was just in my glory. We were taking them around, showing them. We stop and they take pictures, and we continue on our way.
I'm surprised they let you drive a carriage if you've never driven one. They just, here you go.
Well, but I was avid horse rider. That's why. I have a horse, and I know horses and stuff, and I told them I know how to plow rein, you know, plow drive, whatever. And so, you know, that's all basically, and he was good, you know, I just treated him like I would a buddy, you know. And then plus Kathy, I told him I have a friend of mine that I drove with and stuff, and watched her, which Kathy I have. You know, before she quit doing that. Huh? We rode past it on the carriage. By the time we got done and back, we had to meet everybody in like an hour, and we're not really much into walking or shopping or anything like that. So we kind of went and got a caramel apple and sat on a bench and watched the carriages and horses and people go by and stuff. And no. Well, we went past there, walked by there, and took pictures, but we didn't go actually up in there. We were like out on the main strip looking up. Hey, God, buddy, has it been that long since I rode you? 2 weeks? Is this really been that bad on you? Huh? No, heck no, it was like $400, $500, $600. Oh, hell no. To rent a horse, it was $40 an hour. Hour. I didn't think that was bad for to rent one to ride. They had some really nice looking horses there too. People were riding.
All right, sister, you're leading. Take us where you want, since there ain't nobody to hide from and nobody to chase.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Well, it's sister, yeah.
Okay, well,
You're the only girl in the crew, so that makes it you.
Oh yeah, my way.
Yeah.
But wait a minute here. I was fine where it was.
You know where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
We're on the edge of the big loop.
Yeah, we are.
What else did you do besides go to the island?
At Mackinac, we did that, and then another day we drove around in the forest. We took 3 4-wheel drive trucks that were there, and you know, went like 2-tracking and stuff in the forest. We took a picnic lunch. Another night we went and looked for elk, and my sister knew of this one, was told of this one place to go and look, so we decided to go there. She took us there. And then this one field, actually they were really close, but I mean they were back, but you could see them plain as day. There were 8 full elk. With antler size, probably about 1.5 feet up to probably about 4 or 5 feet. I mean, huge. A couple of them were huge. Just grazing in this field. cool as hell. One was laying down, and we watched him for a good hour until this idiot drove up at a different section with his lights on and scared them all away.
I think of that town where all the elk is at up there.
Atlanta.
We were in Wolverine.
What do you say?
Atlanta. Atlanta's the elk capital of Michigan. They got a full-blown stuffed elk right there, outside, right on the edge of town in a big case and everything. I know this because my mother-in-law lived up there. She now lives in Vanderbilt, which there's elk there too. And you were in Wolverine. You were literally within 3 or 4 miles of my mother-in-law's place.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was nice there. And then what else did you do?
I did a lot of riding up there. They got ATV trails all over hell up there.
There's trails for horseback riding everywhere up there.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of them say no horses. Matter of fact, when we were driving around, they took me to one of the horse campgrounds and we drove through it.
Uh-huh.
That's up there.
But up across the bridge, there's this one town supposed to be the moose capital or some damn thing. And Moose National Bank, and Moose Car, used car lot, Moose Pizza.
No shit.
I kept asking everybody, hey, you see any moose? No, I haven't seen any moose. one old guy finally told me, he says,
Oh, God.
we were coming into town late one night 20 years ago, and we seen something that could have been possibly been a moose. I mean, that's the closest I came to talking to somebody that seen a moose in the friggin' moose capital of the world. Here. I couldn't believe it.
But the only reason you better be stopping is because you have to piss.
He ain't
He ain't pissing, he's fucking with you. Don't let him get away with it. Hold on to that. Don't drop it, please. You're seeing what my camera's seeing. How cool is that? No, my camera here is what you're seeing there.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's Wi-Fi.
I put a little bit on. It was cool watching you because I knew right where you were.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like I was riding with you. It was cool.
Well, your camera's actually got part of my horse fitted.
Yeah, because it's wide angle. Can you see my? You can probably see my.
You're getting a hold of my backside, aren't you?
Yeah, you can probably see my saddle horn. Can you see my saddle horn in there?
Butt smaller than my horse.
Ah!
You saw the thing about ride a draft makes your ass look smaller. How cool is that, Frank? Yeah. That's what we're shooting right there. That's what I.
Did you dye your hair, Kathy?
What?
In the last week, did you dye your hair?
Your hair. Did you dye your hair?
I was out in the sun a lot. If I got bleeding on the horse, does it look blonde?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the first time I was arguing, I said, she's got red hair. No, she said it might be strawberry blonde.
No,
I
it
said, no.
used to be red, and then as I get older, the lighter it's getting.
Well, I thought it was redder than what it is now.
And once I cut it, it will be. But it's been out. We were out in the sun a lot this last week.
Yeah, it looks blonde now.
Are you done?
Don't even look red. He's just getting started.
Yeah, he's like, she ain't rode in 2 weeks. Watch me fuck with her as much as I want. Look at you, boy. Right here beside me like you know what you're doing, huh? Pretty special, ain't ya? You gotta get your dad to comb out your mane. Holy shit, looks like a rat's nest in there.
I noticed that. You still have I noticed that last time we were riding. 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It would almost been 2 weeks ago.
He's got, I think he's matted right there, but he might have got a burr. Bo had a burr in his forelocks.
You know, if I only had one horse to maintain.
And he wasn't working 80 hours a week.
Yeah,
You'd have time.
3 different jobs.
3 jobs. I'm working 3 jobs, and Jesus Christ. I know. It's
Might be time to run a comb through them.
yeah, it's not easy though.
I hope that's a Gatorade.
It is Gatorade.
Well, we thought it was Gatorade last time too, so don't let him buy that.
He really is taking a shit this time.
Now she's poking him in there. Whoa, he's taking a shit. Okay, now you can poke.
Although some horses know how to take a shit and walk at the same time.
He does both. It depends on the mood. I was going to make him keep talking.
Bo can walk through the tack room and shit at the same time.
That son of a bitch can walk anywhere and shit at the same time, bastard. Come on, step over that. Let's go. You know what you're supposed to do.
Why do you do it?
Made a mess for me to clean up and did it on purpose.
I was like, holy smoke.
And I'm serious. I got to the trailer and I looked back and I didn't see nothing because I'd come around the back of the other trailer, so I didn't see no mess. And I was like, oh, goody, I got all the way over, you know. But no. Come on, pick it up. Put your nose right in his ass and pushing, make him go.
He wants to watch snow.
You go swimming any place up there?
It was the only time we really did it was when we were in the tubing and we were in the raft and when we were in the raft. It was kind of cold up there.
What
It was
river
nice.
was that?
Huh? What?
What river were you on?
It's like a hole right there.
Yeah.
That, man, it was like a lot, flowing a lot faster than when we did it a couple years ago, man. We had to be on the go every time to paddle us around everything. Oh my God. We had a 4-hour trip. It was supposed to be a 4-hour trip. Took us 2 hours and 16 minutes or something like that.
I think that Sturgeon River might be the fastest one in Michigan.
Yeah, I think that's what my sister was saying.
I've been down there before, and it's pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Quite water.
No, but it's got a nice current that constantly goes through it. Oh, and then one day we took, we had a bunch of speedboats there, so we took 3 of the boats to some lake where we went down to the canal and ended up in the big lake.
Right, I know where you're at.
We had a spot where we had to go through, that'll drop us down and pick us back up to go back into the river.
Like a 2 lot,
Yeah, a lot.
but I don't think it was a 2
No,
lot.
it was just one. That was pretty cool. And then we had to go down this canal. And they were fishing. Some of them, they caught like, my one brother caught a 22.5-inch walleye. My sister caught a 23.5-inch pike. It was cool because some parts of the river was really like kind of shallow. And you can see really good. So I just looked over the boat and you can see fish swimming and stuff. That was pretty cool.
So where that river comes out to the lake here, and can't you see the bridge from that there?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
We go out, that's what we did. We went out so far and we could see the bridge and the water was so rough that we were just bam, bam, and just, we were like, okay, we see the bridge, let's go. So we turned right around and went back in it. But my brother-in-law, we got out there, my brother-in-law got out into the lake, big lake. My brother-in-law jumped out of the boat into the water.
Oh, no kidding.
We're like, oh my God, John, how do you do that for? He said, well, I want to go swimming. But that canal and where we go into the other lake goes from the big lake down the canal into the smaller lake.
I think it goes underneath the expressway. I don't know if you went that far.
I think it might. I'm not sure, but I don't think, because they said we could take a longer trip, but we didn't know if we had enough time, so we took the shorter trip. So
Yeah.
we could have went to a different lake and went through the one lake to the other lake.
Right.
But we stopped, we did went to the lake that was close.
Look at his ass underneath his tail. He's
Dude, we were heading
really, really light. You look
Oh, yeah.
holy Christ almighty.
some parts of that lake we had to be a couple hundred yards out from shore and they could still stand and there was only waist deep.
Yeah.
And it was just sand, just solid sand.
I'm telling you, I mean, it looks like a buckskin.
I know. No, between the,
legs, or you showed me how blind it was.
yeah, underneath his tail, between his legs. Hell, he's really light there. Which I don't get because that should be shaded, obviously, from the sun. I would think that, parts that are not shaded would be lighter.
I'm going to Google it tomorrow.
Yeah,
And
right.
see what comes up and see if it says, maybe he has a deficiency or something. We need to give him some kind of
He just needs some black paint, that's all.
something.
Hey, the show people do that shit all the time.
Get some of that hair stuff for men.
Yeah. Telling you, the show people, that's all. They paint everything. They get that son of a bitch the color they want it. Psh. Yep.
Well, he's never been in the sun before, probably.
Well, he's at Kathy's house. He's in the shade most of the time because of where he's at.
Yeah.
So he's constantly.
He told me not to tell you this, but the truth is, he said, I like it over at Frank's way in the fuck more than I ever liked it over at Kathy's, just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm letting out a secret. Sorry, buddy. I know I wasn't supposed to tell that.
Oh, I think he does too, except for getting beat up all the time.
Yeah.
He'll take the beating. He said. He told me.
He acts so differently. It's just unreal. I love it because he's the kind of horse I wanted.
Yeah.
You know, and over at Kathy's, he was always, you don't know him. He was
Uh-huh.
dancing and stuff. And
I know.
around him and everything.
Well, that's because I've been training him every week. You owe me a lot of money.
You have no idea what your training bills come to.
What a guy, man.
Oh man.
I get charged that every 6 months, do I?
Yeah. We just add it up and hand it over.
I'm good. Here's the training bill, by the way.
Yeah, I don't see nothing about no warrior around.
I am so baffled. This Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So they got 2 days to build all those things and do the whole bit. Unless they plan on bringing out, I mean, and they will, they'll bring a hell of a crew out here. They'll have a crew on every obstacle building the damn thing.
Right.
And
Do it all over. So we can do it no time at
oh
all.
yeah, if they know what they're doing, they bring in a whole flock of guys and they just make it happen. I mean, I seen them when they were tearing it down, and same thing. They had all kinds of guys in here, trucks and all, you know, heavy equipment, tearing the stuff down, putting the earth back where it belongs and stuff. Because this was part of it before too. They had to crawl up that hill and come through here and run out into the field out here. Remember, right out as soon as we come through the opening, there was them